and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, today we're going to look at something that I have neglected to do myself on my X3 and X2 and X3 and X4 Insta360 360 cameras. Now, everyone knows the vulnerability for the lenses, so you have to have the lens covers like these right here. But I saw the other day on a Facebook clip on the Insta360 channel where a guy's camera broke apart right here. And you're going to see the clip right now. And what happened, I guess under stress or strain or something like that, it broke. And, you know, you could write that camera off. And these things from Insta360 are not cheap. This is not a off-market, off-brand action camera. This really does a great job. And they are susceptible to damages by dropping. It'll break the screens here or break the body, and that makes them non-repairable. Now you've got a $600 replacement. I don't think you want to do that. I know I don't want to do this. Now, I use my Insta360s a lot, especially on my e-bike. Now, the thing is with the e-bike, I just put a new mount on it, and I'm going to show you the mount right here. Now, this new mount is going to go on my Basalt 26.4 e-bike. But being it's so large, I want to make sure I can get the angle shots that I want when I'm out reviewing the bike or doing an adventure ride or something like that. Of course, I went and looked at small rig. That's the first thing I did. And then I noticed that in small rig, I can't take the battery out without taking it out of the cage. So I know Cynova I've bought a lot of products from. So I settled with this one right here, the Cynova. They call it a utility frame. This particular cage, there's only one thing I don't like, and it's the same thing with small rig. They got this screw top that goes right here, and it kind of, well, it doesn't add any height to it, but it does have two hot shoes, and one feature that I have not found in other utility frames is the ability with the frame on to take the battery out with the frame still on. Now that is what took small rig out of the game. They got a small metal bar that goes across here, and also the Cynova will allow me to put my mic adapter in it with the frame on. So that's really a great plus right there. So anyway, we're going to get into this a little bit closer, show you the features of it and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just a utility frame, but I don't want to have you guys go through what this gentleman is going through right now, where the dang thing broke right here at the bottom and stressed itself out. So, hey, we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, so here's what comes in the Cynova Insta360 X4 metal cage. It comes with the cage. It has the screw top. I really don't like that, but I don't think it's horrible either. They have others that have a button clip, but I was thinking about that. That button clip could give way. This way it's threaded straight into the metal body, so it should be a better fit. If you notice, there's no crossbars here or here. You'll see a lot of other utility cages that have the crossbar, but that will hinder you from taking out your battery in the field. It also has two cold shoes, a 1/4 mount here, 1/4 mount here, also the butterfly tags, or whatever you want to call them, made of really nice quality stuff. To install is really simple. Just align it into the slides, slide it down, bring the cover over, and lock it into place. Now that's ready to go. Now it also comes with a silicone sleeve, which I kind of like. It's got the cutout on top, and you just kind of, oops, you just kind of slide this over, and now your lens guard or lenses or all that kind of stuff is now protected. Sure. Now these tabs are magnetized. You see the little tiny magnets down there. And that'll lock them into place, and then it's got the 1/4-20 mount here, and another 1/4-20 mount here. Now I don't understand that unless you're going to shoot some horizontal stuff using single view. One of the greatest features I like about this particular frame is the ability in the field to go ahead and pull out the battery. And this was the main selling point for me. So anyway, you can take the battery out in the field, just like that, lock it into place. Now the great thing is about this particular cage is that you can snap in your mic mount and mic adapter right there in the unit, and it's ready to go. Now as long as you have the, this is the Cynova part 2, which is I just now noticed. But this particular mount here allows you to mount this onto your camera like that, and allows you, and if you have a Road Go, this is what this is designed for. As you can see, with that particular mic mount, everything stays aligned, so when you're doing your 360, the microphone will not show up in this particular shot. Now, the last thing that I did, and I hadn't done in a while, I saw a guy drop his Insta360, and it shattered the lenses. And I says, you know, I got to get those lens guard. So then I did some reviews on the lens guard, and it actually turns out that the premium lens guard, which is glass, has a higher dome, actually generates more lens flare. So what I did, guys, is I went ahead and picked up the standard lens domes. Now these are plastic, they're not glass like the premium, but the premium, I saw that they do a lot of lens flare and stuff like that, and I don't want that in my shots. So I went ahead and got these. Now remember, when you're installing them, there's a little blue dot, and you have to line that up so when you twist it down, it lines up to the microphone. Same thing on the aft side, it got the blue dot here, and you have to line it up to the microphone. But that's my setup now, guys, and I'm real pleased with it. And I think they designed this silicone lens cover to allow for the mic adapter. And they did. Look, now that's some very smart engineering on their part. I really like this design. I'm glad I went with the Cynova over the small rig. So hey, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Hi guys, hey, we're going to wrap it up out here down the patio with Mr. D. Hope you enjoyed this video. Today we talked about the Cynova over the small rig utility frame or cage. High quality material and a lot of design stuff they did in here. Now I've got this on. I don't think I'm going to be taking the cage off anytime soon. Now you saw the clip where that guy's broke down here from stress underneath the 1/4-20. And if you've got it on a pole quite a bit, that's stressing up here. It may be here solid, but up there it's doing this. And that's putting stress on that main body. So I think the cage should eliminate that problem. And then, of course, the lens guards, I think, are an absolute must for your unit. These things are way too expensive to replace when you get a nick on the lens or a scratch on the lens. I know you don't want that kind of stuff in your footage, so hey, invest the $20, $30 depending on which one you want. Mine's a standard. I like the standard because there's less lens flare than there is in a premium. Premium is glass, and these are plastic. The standards are plastic. Now, the great thing is, if I bust this up when I'm riding it on an e-bike and it falls off the mount or whatever the case may be, I'm expecting the lens guard to break and not hurt the lens. It's easier to replace $20 of lens guards than it is to replace $600 for the entire camera. So that's what this review is about today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one.